Legislative Yuan, the unicameral parliament of the Republic of China, formed by legislators elected by the people, exercises legislative power and government oversight on their behalf. The Legislative Yuan, established in 1928 in Nanjing, was relocated to Taipei with the central government in 1950 and moved to current location on Zhongshan South Road in 1960. From 1928, this yuan has witnessed a series of political events of the country. For example, implementation of self-governance, the lifting of martial law, legalization of political parties, initiating cross-strait exchanges, resuming the general election of all members of parliament, direct election of the state president, party alternation, joining WTO, partaking in WHA, and participating in international organizations. The history demonstrates our belief in freedom and democracy. A 2005 constitutional amendment reduces the number of legislators to 113 seats, starting from the 7th Legislative Yuan, and extended the term of legislators from 3 to 4 years. The election of 9th Legislative Yuan was held on the 16th of January 2016. Together with the 14th state president, vice president, and 113 members were elected, including 73 from the electoral districts, 6 from Aborigines, and 34 members nominated by parties from the nationwide constituency and citizens residing abroad. The elected legislators inaugurated on the 1st of February 2016. And then elected the President and Vice President of the Legislative Yuan. Based on the legislative power granted by the Constitution, legislators reflect the public opinions and voices of citizens. Through discussions and deliberations, they oversee the administrative branch and make or revise laws to pursue a better life of the people. In accordance with Article 4 of the Additional Articles of the Constitution of the Republic of China, each county, city shall elect at least one legislator. Taipei City is divided into 8 electoral districts to elect 8 seats. New Taipei City is divided into 12 electoral districts to elect 12 seats. Taoyuan City is divided into 6 electoral districts to elect 6 seats. Taichung City is divided into 8 electoral districts to elect 8 seats. Tainan City is divided into 5 electoral districts to elect 5 seats. Kaohsiung City is divided into 9 electoral districts to elect 9 seats. Hsinchu County is a single electoral district to elect 1 seat. Miaoli County is divided into 2 electoral districts to elect 2 seats. Changhua County is divided into 4 electoral districts to elect 4 seats. Nantou County is divided into 2 electoral districts to elect 2 seats. Yunlin County is divided into 2 electoral districts to elect 2 seats. Jiayi County is divided into 2 electoral districts to elect 2 seats. Pingdong County is divided into 3 electoral districts to elect 3 seats. Yilan County, Hualien County, and Taidong County are single electoral districts and each elects 1 seat. Penghu County, Jinmen County, and Lianjiang County are single electoral districts and each elects 1 seat. Keelung City, Hsinchu City, and Jiayi City are single electoral districts and each elects 1 seat. According to the Constitution, 3 members shall be elected from the lowland and highland Aborigines respectively. 34 non-district members are elected according to party votes under the single-member districts, 2 votes electoral system. Candidates of these members are nominated by parties from the nationwide constituency and citizens residing abroad. Only parties that obtain no less than 5% of party votes can be allocated seats. Moreover, at least half of these seats must be female. The Legislative Yuan is the showcase of Taiwan's democracy. The President and Vice President of the Legislative Yuan are elected from and by all members. The President, the Chief Officer of the Yuan, chairs the plenary meetings. The President nominates a Secretary General to manage the Yuan administration. The Deputy Secretary General and all staff of administration offices support the Secretary General. The Legislative Yuan has 8 standing committees to review bills and petitions, and each legislator can join only one committee. They can hear briefings from different ministries or government agencies and hold public hearings. The Yuan also has 4 ad hoc committees, convened when necessary, in charge of particular issues. Members serve a 4-year term and can be re-elected. However, they may not concurrently serve as government officials. Members enjoy parliamentary immunity for their remarks in the Yuan. No member may be arrested or detained without the permission of the Yuan, except in the case of flagrante delicto. The Legislative Yuan shall have the power for the following issues, such as statutory bills, budgetary bills, bills concerning martial law, amnesty, declaration of war, conclusion of peace, conclusion of treaties, and other important affairs of the state. The Yuan also owns the power of hearing the report by State President, by election of Vice President, constitutional amendments, alteration of the national territory, confirmation of emergency decree, proposing impeachments, recalls, resolving on bills to reconsider, proposing no confidence motions, exercising personnel consent power, reviewing executive orders, and legislative investigation. The Legislative Yuan has 2 sessions annually. The first session is from February to May, and the second is from September to December. During these statutory sessions, the legislators deliberate diverse bills arduously. By request from more than a quarter of the members or the state president, extraordinary sessions can be held during recesses. Proposal of bills shall be sent to the Procedure Committee for screening the bills and setting the legislative agenda. In the first reading, bills are read aloud in the Yuan sittings and can be either referred to appropriate committees or submitted directly to a second reading. To deliberate bills, committees may hear reports from related ministries or government agencies and hold public hearings. If no conclusion is reached, the bill may be sent to Party Caucus's meeting to negotiate. The second reading of a bill comprises a general discussion and article-by-article discussion. The bill may be passed, re-examined, repealed, or withdrawn. In the third reading, unless a bill is found to be unconstitutional, contradictory, or in conflict with existing laws, nothing but the wording may be revised. Only statutory and budgetary bills are required to complete the 3-reading procedure. If the Executive Yuan regards a statutory bill, budgetary bill, and treaty passed by the Legislative Yuan difficult to implement, it could return the bill for reconsideration, with the approval of the State President. Legislative Yuan shall accept people's petitions to protect their benefits and rights. To strengthen the international competitiveness of Taiwan, the Legislative Yuan is dedicated to parliamentary reforms which ensure Taiwan to obtain high credits on the road of democratic and economic development. In addition, the Legislative Yuan has advisory units engaged in research, analysis, evaluations, and consultations of legislative policies, statutory bills, budgetary bills, foreign legislative practices, parliamentary systems, and operations. These units largely enhance the legislative quality and increase the number of act deliberation. Meanwhile, we also build the communication and negotiation platform for the public opinions. The Legislative Yuan also utilized ITC technology to establish complete electronic systems for bills, bulletins, organic laws and statutes, budgets, and constituency services. Through the nationwide Legislative Service Network, the administration efficiency of the Legislative Yuan and legislator interpellation quality have been effectively improved. People can procure the up-to-date information of the Legislative Yuan via website or app. The Parliamentary Library provides legislators various legislative information services. In the meantime, the Legislative Yuan also joined the Global Legal Information Network to exchange and share information with other countries to keep pace with the world. The concept of parliamentary diplomacy means the President, Vice President and legislators interact and exchange opinions with members of parliament, administration, think tanks, and international organization of foreign countries. It can expand our diplomatic relations, help to partake in international organizations and activities, and win friendship. In recent years, through the parliamentary diplomacy, we not only gain more visa-free access to other countries, but also get more opportunities of regional or bilateral free trade agreements. In the meantime, the Legislative Yuan used the same channel to influence other countries to recognize our achievements of democracy, human rights, and humanitarian assistance.
国会是反映人民意见，以捍卫人民权益的民主堡垒，落实透明、开放，追求公平正义，尊重多元价值，是全体委员共同的目标。让我们不分党派，一起改变国会，让民主的力量持续壮大，携手打造一个专业的新国会。 让立法院成为推动台湾新政治的民主典范。
Based on our Yuan history and the future prospect, the Legislative Yuan will always play an important role in the progress and prosperity of our country. Let's listen to the voice of our people. Let the brilliance of our democracy spread over Taiwan ubiquitously, and let Taiwan be seen around the world.